Just ramble about your desire.
Like I'm starting a business right now.
All right, that's way too specific. That's talking about how and where and...
Okay, so it's freedom I'm looking for.
Yes.
I want to feel freedom. I want to be able to travel and ease and have fun. I feel joy.
So feel softly how when you say I want to be able to, that's like saying I want to do something I'm not now able to. It's subtle. What you're wanting to do is kind of smooth the lack feeling out of this conversation that you're having with yourself. Now you jumped right into the idea of a business, and we sort of asked you to back away from that, but is this business fun?
Mostly, yeah.
All right, so you didn't even go there. In other words, you went to the part that isn't fun because you're so determined to be honest about how things are, and honesty will get you nowhere. Because the most honest thing that you can say is, I don't have it yet. And as long as that's what you're saying. And so, are there aspects that are fun? Is this business calling you? Has it been calling you?
That's where I'm confused and I'm not sure.
Well, if you're not sure, then it isn't. So you don't have to talk about that because that's not really calling you, but something like it is. So why does a business call you? Do you want to be self-employed? Does that call you?
Yes.
Why does self-employment call you?
Same reason, freedom, traveling.
All right, so let's get that in a really positive viewpoint. I really like working for myself because I really like making the decisions. I like the freedom of getting to choose. I like the freedom of being in control of the momentum of things. I like the fun of the ideas exploding in my own mind. I like the fullness of what's coming. I like the mastery of the laws of the universe. I like seeing the universe respond to my ideas. I like knowing what a powerful creator I am. I like the freedom of being able to get clear on my own mind and then watching the universe respond. I like the freedom of not having to integrate with somebody else's ideas or demands or rules right away. I like the freedom of getting to do all of that myself. Feel how that feels? So in this conversation, now we got more specific, but we didn't jeopardize or give up the feeling of freedom. The ideas are just coming in a stronger, clearer way. And so what happens is sometimes a brief conversation is as far as you can go. And then the next time a brief conversation is as far as you can go and still feel good. And then the next time a brief conversation is as far as you go and still feel good, but now a new idea comes and a new idea comes. Sometimes you say things like you're getting your juices flowing. Well, your juices are already flowing. What you're doing is setting aside the resistance that's keeping you from feeling what's flowing, you see. So now how do you feel? Just how do you feel generally about the idea of self-employment? Does it feel more lighthearted to you than it did when you first sat down?
Yeah.
Because you see, what you wanted when you first sat down, you wanted to give us a scenario of what you want, and you wanted us to listen to it, and then you wanted us to say, yes, this will work for you. And the reason that you wanted that, and it's all right, is because almost everybody wants a condition that they can have a positive reaction to. That's what our friend was talking about at the very beginning of the conversation, the reaction to things. It's easier to have something positive to react to. So if we said to you, oh, it's a sure thing, you're really on the right track, and yes, it's going to go, and funding's going to come, and it's going to come from everywhere, you'd feel happy for a minute. But you'd need us continually pumping that up. And that's a conditional approach that will not serve you well. We want you to find an unconditional approach. We want you to find that unconditional emotional approach, because you found that feeling of freedom without any conditions changing. No condition changed. You found that feeling of freedom, didn't you?
Yeah.
And so that's that unconditional finding of the feeling of freedom. Now, did it move for any of the rest of you? Can't you feel this vortex that is full of everything that you want? And are you understanding that your work is just to get yourself in the mental, vibrational, emotional proximity of that, which means you just want to talk carefully to yourself and focus carefully so that you allow yourself to flow as freely as can happen in this moment. So you accomplished really a lot. Doesn't seem like it, because you didn't place any ads, and you didn't get any funding, and you didn't take any action, and you haven't met anybody quite yet. You haven't nailed the building together, and you haven't brought the components of it in yet. So in a true action way, you can't see or taste it or smell it, but you can feel it emotionally. It moved, it moved, it moved, it moved. You started to listen to the calling. So if you keep doing that, someone says to you, well, how you doing? Great. Well, what's going on? All good things. Like what? I think I'm just going to keep this to myself for just a little while. Just keeping it to myself just for a little while. It's incubating. It's in the process of becoming. And others, they'll be worried about it because they want to see the tangible. But if you need to see the tangible before you have accomplished the intangible, it's not ever going to come. You got to find the feeling of it, and it's not that hard to do. And then the ideas start flowing. Then all of a sudden an idea will come, and it will be so powerful that you can't deny it. An idea that wakes you up in the middle of the night, that you want to write it in your notebook, and you want to process it more, and then more details come and more details come.